Masechet Sanhedrin, brand new, Daf Bet Amud Aleph from the Mishnah. Dinei Mamonot B'Shlosha, monetary cases, you need three judges. Gizerot v'Havlot B'Shlosha, cases of robbery or cases of someone getting injured, also three judges. Nezek v'Hatzi Nezek, full damages or half damages. Half damages would be a case of an ox the first three times, called a tam, we learned in Baba Kama. Those are half damages. Tashlum Kefil v'Tashlum Hamisha B'Shlosha, double payment in cases of a guy who stole something, he pays double. Four or five, he stole a sheep or a goat and slaughtered it, he pays four or five times the amount. That also has three judges. A claim a guy who is getting convicted of being a rapist or seducing a woman, or if someone claims that his wife from Erusin, which makes her an Eshet Ish before Nisuin, uh, he claims that she wasn't a virgin like she was supposed to be, and therefore you also have a judges of three, and therefore they're trying to annul it. Rachamim say no. No, the case of the guy is claiming that the woman wasn't a betula. You need 23 because technically, if she is convicted of adultery, then she b'chiyat mita. Therefore, you need 23 judges. Makol b'shlosha, in case of lashes, you get three judges. Mishum Rabbi Yishmael Amar Shimon says b'asim b'shlosha, you need 23. Ibur chodesh b'shlosha, to add a day of the month a day of the month, you need another three judges. You need three judges. Ibur shana b'shlosha, if you want to add a month into the year, a second adar, you also need three judges. David Meir. Rashba Gomer Rashba says differently. Bishlosha matlin, you start with three judges. B'hamishan osim they discuss it over with five judges. V'chomrim b'shiva, and the final din on the month, adding the month, is seven judges. But if they ended up finishing it with three judges, that's fine. It's still okay. This when there would be a par adam davar, which means the betim would have to bring a korban because they made a mistake and people sinned based off their incorrect ruling. They said something was asur, or they said something was mutar, was really asur. They bring a korban and they have to do simicha on the animal. You need three judges, and also a corpse that was found between two cities. You have to measure the closest city, and those people have to bring a calf and they decapitate it. Also, three judges. David Rabbi Shimon. Rabbi Damar says chamisha. You need five judges. Halitza v'hami'unin b'shlosha. Halitza, a sister-in-law who's not going to marry the brother-in-law, has to do halitza. That is three judges. And also mi'un. Mi'un's a young minor girl who was sold as a maidservant and married to the master or the master's son. She can opt out at 12 years old with a process called mi'un, which means refusal. Three judges. Neta Rav Ayu Maser Sheni She'en Damav Yidu'in B'Shlosha, to appraise the amount of money, how much the fourth year fruit is costing, which you have to bring to the Bet HaMikdash. And similarly, Maser Sheni, your second year Maaser, also brought to the Bet HaMikdash, Yerushalayim rather, to eat. So if you don't want to carry all that, you have to sell it. So how much is it cost? Good. You need an appraisal, you have to get three judges. Ha-Hekdeshot B'Shlosha, if you want to redeem something that you made Hekdesh, you also need three judges. An erech evaluation, which someone says, let's say his cow should be for Bet HaMikdash, he wants to redeem it. The value of my cow should go. That appraisal is done by three. Rabbi Damar says, Echad mehen kohen, one of those three has to be a kohen. By karakaot tisha v'kohen, and a land has to be done by nine and a kohen. V'adam kesebehen, and also the person says that his own value should go to Bet HaMikdash. That appraisal also is done by 10 people. 10 judges. Capital cases are 23 judges. The animal that is either lives with the person or the person that was forced by a man, those are 23 judges as well. Shenemar Pasuk says, you kill the animal, you kill the woman. Omer, another pasuk says, you shall kill the animal. So the animal itself needs 23 judges. This ox that has to be stoned because it killed three times also has 23 judges. The ox shall be stoned, and also the owner shall be put to death, which teaches you, the same way you kill the owner with 23 judges, so to the ox. Wolf, lion, bear, leopard, or badilas, that's a hyena or different machloket, or a snake that kill a person, you judge it and you kill it with 23 judges. Rabbi Elazar says no. Whoever kills them first gets a mitzvah. We'll explain what that means. Rabbi Akiva says, you need 23 judges, which seemingly is the same thing as Tanakama. We'll explain. You don't judge a shevet if they are most of them doing avodah zarah, or a false navi, a false prophet, or a kohen gadol. Ela pi bedin shavim shemim echad. You have the max court of 71 judges. And mosin lemechmar reshut. You don't go on a optional war, which is not anything except for conquering Eretz Israel is considered optional. Ela pi bedin shloshim echad. Also, to 71 judges. And mosifin ala ir ba'al azrot ela pi bedin shloshim echad. Adding to the city of Yerushalayim or to the Bet HaMikdash's area, also 71 judges. Eno sin Sanhedrin Daf. You don't add Sanhedrin for a shevet. Ela api bedin echad unless it's approved by 71 judges. Eno sin er nidachat. You can't make an er nidachat. Ela api bedin echad. If er nidachat is a city that is most of them doing Avodah Zarah, you have to destroy it and raise it to the ground. That is also 71 judges. Eno sin er nidachat basafar. You can't do a er nidachat on a border town of Eretz Israel because that will open the borders if it's just a freebie to walk through if it's destroyed. Velosh shalosh, and you can't do 3 towns in a row, even in the middle of Eretz Israel, because that will create a patch in Eretz Israel. We'll explain. But you could do 1 or 2 inside Eretz Israel. 71 judges for the biggest Sanhedrin. The minimum one was 23. I know that the big one is 71. When Moshe gathered Betin for the first time, he said, give me 70 men. When Moshe went, he was number 71. We done with Shivim, you need 70. He doesn't count Moshe. We know like I know that I know that a regular Betin is 23. Shenemar Pasuk says Veheshafetu Haida, Vehesilu Haida. And the Aida shall judge and save. Aida shafet Masalat Hare Kan Esrim, and each Aida means 10, which is 20. We know that I know that Aida means 10. Shenemar Ad Matai Lada Hara Azot, when Moshe was talking about the spies, he called them the evil Aida. Yatzu Yeshua Kalev, and minusing the Yeshua and Kalev who are tzaddikim makes it 10. And therefore, Eda is 10. We had the Pasuk telling you 10, 10, which is 20 so far. We know the last 3. We have one Pasuk that says you don't go after a majority to convict. It means you do find a majority to acquit someone, say they're patur. So why have the same another pasuk saying regarding the majority? To teach you that the way to make someone patur is different than the way you make them chayav. To make someone patur, you just have to have a one-person majority. To make someone chayav, you have to have a majority of 2, and therefore you have to have a minimum of 22. You can't have an even man on judges because you have to have a majority. Therefore you have therefore you have 23. What is the minimum amount of people in the city to have their own Sanhedrin? 120. Says 230. Why? Because there has to be a ratio of the minimum of 1 to 10. The Pasuk says an officer to 10, and therefore 1 judge to 10 people in the minimum town, according to the opinion, is 23, which times 10 is 230. Okay, the Gemara has a problem. Why did the Mishnah say that mammon cases, money cases, need 3 judges, and then it says additionally theft cases and injury cases you need 3? It's the same thing. The Gemara says the Mishnah is explaining what it means by monetary cases. We say dimenonot. What does that mean? Theft and bodily injuries. But cases of admissions and loans, loan disputes are not included in that. Why do you have to mention both in order to exclude the cases of admission and loan disputes? If you only mention the cases of monetary laws and do not mention the other one, therefore maybe you might think that loans disputes are included. Therefore we taught theft and injuries to teach you only that and not admissions. If they only taught the theft and body and didn't mention monetary in the first place, maybe that would also apply to admissions and loans. So why would the Mishnah only mention theft and bodily if it includes everything else? Because this is where we first see the source that you need 3 judges for money cases. Why? Because by the case of theft, the pasuk says that you shall approach the judge, and it says it 2 more times. Therefore, we learn 3 judges for money. Havalot, injuries. We see theft is hurting someone financially, so the same thing will apply to bodily. Therefore, the Mishnah taught you also. You mentioned mamon first, money cases, and then it mentioned specifically theft and bodily injuries to exclude not to exclude admission and loan disputes are not considered. You don't need 3 judges. We'll explain what that is. We'll explain more about the Mishnah upcoming.